my recommendation this week will be habit tracking. So I didn't understand. I still don't have the full grasp on it yet, how it's impacted my life. But last night I I scrolled through all of my dates. So I started this on February 5th of this year on Notion. I'm tracking if I, what was my movement like every day. So if I walked, bike, ran, I'm tracking how many push-ups I did. I'm tracking if I have 3 tiers. I do focus, focus, learn, and read. Since February 5th, I'm able to see what marks I've hit. And it's just like extremely humbling and just eye-opening to look back on like my progress. And like, I had like windows of time where I would just boom, 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 boom. And then the next few days just like miss the mark every time. And so you can see how these like habits fluctuate and like your consistency with them. And I think if you're able to like the transparency there, if you're able to see that, oh damn, like I've done 20 push-ups for the last 5 days, like why can't I push out 50? It's allowed me to have this like window and the clarity on like my output as a man, as a person, right? And I just implore people to pick up this habit of habit tracking just for the sake of documenting your progress. You can track, if you've read today, you can track your calories, you can track what you've ate, you can track, did you go to sleep at a decent time? There's other habits that people will care about more than I do. And I think that just like having that documentation is so crucial to revealing like what your growth looks like, and I do think that one day I'm going to reach a point where I'm just going to stop documenting altogether. And I'm at that point, it's going to be a realization where like I don't need to document it so more because I'm so good at it. Like I'm so consistent. I'm so good at showing up, right now. Like that's something I'm trying to better myself at, is like showing up every day in every sector of my life. I want to show up focused behind the keys every day. I want to get a run or a bike in every day. I want to do this and that. So being able to, I'm calling balls and strikes on my own life. So I know, and I don't bullshit it either. Like, when I first started it, I kind of wanted to lie. I kind of wanted to check the box, even though I didn't read that day. If I'm going to keep checking it, what's the point of actually tracking it? So I didn't do that. There's days, you can scroll my shit and you'll see I didn't read for 5 days straight, 6 days straight. It's part of it. It's just part of seeing that growth. So I know this is kind of long-winded, but this week my recommendation is to those listening, just start tracking shit you do, habits you care about, stuff you want to improve on. Start tracking it. My recommendation would be Notion. There's other options out there, but yeah, start tracking your habits.